Hey, what's going down, man? This your boy Dijon. We back in the sub room, man. We got a special guest. I'm gonna let him introduce himself to y'all. What's going down?
Going down with it, you know what I'm saying? Snot Reg Music, DJ ICEYHOTT, you know what I'm saying? Worked in the, been working in hip hop, man, putting up with it, you know what I'm saying?
Already. So, I know you got a story to tell. You got an album that you got out right now. We're going to get into all that, you know what I'm saying? But let's go back to the beginning a little bit. And let's just talk about some of the people that you actually even affiliated with, people that you're working with out here in this music game.
Okay, I'm a shout out to some of my boys, even back in the day too, Rock One Posse, you know what I'm saying? One of the last podcasts, I ain't get to say that, but, it's a lot of hip hop people I work with, produce Street Military, you know what I'm saying? I work with a lot of different producers, such as like 808 Marley might be, and I did stuff with even Muhammad 2G, work with Screw them, that's a family, like just hip hop. I did a lot of stuff, I done did stuff with, Willie D. Yellow Boys, Big Melo, you know what I'm saying? Did stuff with 3-2, Time Bomb, like Wing Dog and them. It's a lot I could go on and on with. A lot of people worked with, Blue Jay, worked with Blue Jay up in the house. We did that Air Max. We drop a song, for Air Max, you might want to check that too, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
But I got a new album though, that's...
What's the name of the album?
That one called Modern Hustle.
Okay.
That one called Modern Hustle. And then, I dropped one right before this one, that's when the Astros, won a champion back there. So, but it was called Hustling Instructions, you know what I'm saying? Right now, that's not streaming, but it'll be up, though. It got some hard hitters on there, too, Pimp C, Big Poke.
Okay. You sold me with Pimp C.
E3, Coffee Brothers, Corner Cutters, it's some... That's a real strong banger. I got it's a lot of people on there, man. Some of my albums I like to have, different flavor pop up too. I just don't like, listening to myself on the song all the time. Like I do my part and I like other flavor coming. So that's mainly how I work with,
Okay. How did you even first get involved with doing music?
I was young, you know what I'm saying, from the entertainment, from my mom and, my mom and dad, R.I.P. to them both, that they took me, to a cafe one time, long time ago when I was about 5. They had some kind of, something going on at the cafe, but all I remember, I was up in there on the song doing some kind of little moves and moving around. I was about 5 years old, but then they threw a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? I had a lot of money, and that kind of woke me up to like, all I gotta do is kind of do something fresh for the crowd, and then, you might get, rewarded for that. So that kind of put me into entertainment. Then, I went to popping and breakdancing and a lot of stuff like that in the business. So, a lot of people that were breakdancing and stuff, they just wasn't out there sweating and flipping around for nothing. They used to have like contests and stuff like that, paid by 50 grand, 25 grand, man. You come in there and you fresh, man, you leave home with that money. So,
That don't sound bad at all.
Yeah, so that's what had me into like doing that, like a lot of little hip hop stuff. Eventually the music and stuff came from, I DJ'd, and so even in took a couple of like music class like at Madison, Mr. Porter, when I first came even at Madison, at that school, I was a little bit on the, learning the notes and stuff, but so they sent me to the piano room, just like going up.
And I was just about to ask you, was actually playing the piano?
I just learned about ear stuff. Yeah, some stuff I played, a lot of live music. I like kind of still, sometimes you might hear something in there, some hip hop coming there, but most of the stuff I play will be live. But on this track, on this album, I've been like splitting my production and stuff. Some of it with Mike B, 808 Marley, you know, with Trap Outlaws, you know what I'm saying? Lucky Dre and Mike B's, and then with the Trap Outlaws, you know, with Track House, you know, I kind of mixed some production with them, with some of my production and theirs, and we kind of collaborated, and it been a good gumbo like that, though, like that.
That Joker jamming.
Yeah.
That Joker jamming.
What's up with it, Drizzy?
What's happening, man?
So, you know, like, at what point in time, because I know you was doing music back in school and stuff like that, then you went on to work with, like, so many legendary artists, but, like, at what point in time did you start taking the music seriously and start really pursuing it?
I mean, from all the way from, you know, even all the way from probably like even from junior high, you know, like you know, in junior high school, it was like contests where they drop money, you get, you know, so that's what made me you know, get serious, you know, like one time afterward, me and my buddy, we had a routine before, you know, but we got 10 grand. We won 10 grand. That was second place, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but that it's a lot of so making, you know, you can
right at that time when people putting together those contests, like looking to sign artists and work with artists and stuff like that, or was it kind of just like, you know, bringing out that crowd and this was like a cash prize?
I mean, that was like, it didn't matter about the crowd. The people had the money regardless of the crowd, but it would have a crowd there, and have a lot of other people that's there for that money. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can run with the professionals where in different fields. You know, that's what in hip hop I was learning. Like, hold up, it's a whole different categories and it's stuff going on that, like, if you're not in them categories, you won't even know it exists. But that was in like the, you know, the dancing and popping and break dancing category. With, you know, it's other things that was going on. Also, like rap contests and different stuff like that back then. But, you know, a lot of that kept me into it, you know. So shout out to all the, you know, people that, you know, put their input in hip hop, like in its early days, to keep people into it. You know, have to, you know, it just become part of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So was it people that, like, anybody that you was listening to that influenced you to start rapping? Like, who were you listening to at that time?
I mean, I listened to like Sugar Hill, them, Gang, and what's his name? Super Rhyme, them, and what's that? Tila Rock, you know what I'm saying? And Cold Crush. I mean, I'm from the South, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at the time,
it was a lot of people. Yeah, even like Rodney Ojo, Cool and them, Two Live Crew, them, Ghetto Boys, them, you know, South Park Coalition, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I was in, you know, just in the field. We out there, you know, in hip hop, so everybody learned to meet each other and knew it. You know, it evolved, you know, us to business people, you know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing of, you know, I might, so much to talk about, like, man.
Yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, you've been living life.
I mean, you got to. It hurt, though, to learn that shit. You go through some pain, though. Everything just, some people come out, they just think it's just supposed to, you know.
Yeah, funny games.
Yeah, it's supposed to just happen. So I just, like, you know, it was like a relief to me, like, just to drop another album, just like, man, let me get this. And that's the main factor with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully a lot of people tune in on it, but it's a lot more, like, songs that's been, you know, been put out that they could tune in on some Southern H-Time hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, some grown rap. You know, I like making them grown raps, man. Yeah. Like, it's gonna talk about something. Sometimes I might not give you the sound everybody want to. Like, it'll have some beat up on it, but you know, the main thing about the, you know, getting the point across with the subject matter.
You let them know something, don't know.
Yeah, subject matter is something, you know.
For sure. So, like, what makes you keep going? Like, what makes you continue to drop music to this day?
I'm in too deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? You do so much from so young and working, and a lot of people that, you know, some people they don't do that. They don't make it from scratch. You know, you make it from scratch, it's a whole different thing, dealing with record companies and a lot of other people that they trying to live off you. So I was like, okay, I have to feed some people, mess around, making something that'll hit hard. Now you feeding the whole herd for a whole load of people. So then they I'm like, shit, they gotta push it where it come from though. They gotta help me push, you know what I'm saying? They gotta give me I need that's gonna put them, but I learn a lot of stuff, but I just be thankful, that, God bless to, a lot of people can't put up that headache. I'm talking about this, a lot of producers understand and writers too, though. I don't take nothing from writers, but, everything writing, but, to work on something and make sure that somebody just in this business for them to hear, like they gotta hear something that maybe, at least something they,
for them to hear it and like it too at that.
Yeah, you in the business, and then they might get it. But right now, long as they could jam and song, that's enough for me, because music, is like, it really ain't, clocking like it was back in the day, because, we could make a hit and press it up that day and go hit the streets, and if it's hot and it's bumping, it's jumping, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You didn't work with a lot of like legendary artists, legendary people out the city, but what do you think about today's generation of artists in Houston? Like the music that we hearing today?
I mean, if it's doing something, the number one thing about it, if it's doing something and the music's still going, people still liking hip hop and rap and stuff, so I feel it's cool because, different time zones and different things that, evolve. Long as they teach, learn to work with even no matter what age bracket, because it's a grown business. So when you come in young, you're going to get old. You're going to come to the old school regardless one way or another. And then you're going to open your eyes up in a way to another levels, dealing with people that already been in there, the same steps, came in the same thing in the business as young, and then grew older in the business, and then they learned that it's more organized, and so they just organize better and work and don't discriminate on working with people, you know what I'm saying, if they not younger or older, you know what I'm saying, because a hit is a hit, you know what I'm saying, and it come all shapes, sizes, you know what I'm saying.
Right. Just talking to you like like you said, you're an artist. When you're making your music, you like to make a point. Get the point across. I know you just dropped a new album. So, is this album speaking on anything specifically? Like, is there any topic that you really trying to get across on this album, or anything that you're trying to tell the people with this album?
I mean, this album kind of fit the pandemic era. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of in that zone, and then I pulled a little. It still got stuff that I pulled even from back in the day that's not in the zone, and kind of mix it up. It talk about stuff that's in there like that been going on that you can relate to at this modern time. You know what I'm saying? I just want something that you could kind of jam and you could just go about your day regular, but it's something that you could bump in the background of your real life while you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could find a song on there that could fit your mode at the time. So that's mainly what's on there, is to make some music. I can't just, talk about the same stuff, but when you hear one, it'll kind of fit towards your life, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing about making, on this album. All of them like that, based on that. You could pull something up something that happened through your life, you might find that file in that song right there where they might not have been covered at, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. So it was a point, like the way that we put the music out changes so much. Like, it was a point in time where everybody was slanging their records out their trunks or their cars or whatever like that, you know what I'm saying? Then it was CDs, you pass out CDs or whatever. Yeah. Now it's streams.
Yeah.
Like, how do you adapt to the game and how it changed so much?
I mean, I feel it's more easier to get exposure, you know what I'm saying? But on all that exposure, what you gonna do from it, you know what I'm saying? So for like a million people, you know, see me, what they gonna do? They gonna like, okay, they gonna know about it. They might go listen to something. They might not. Might roll up the timeline or whatever. So it's just about, I have merch. They could get personal merch from me. You know, Snot Rag. You know what I'm saying? That's my clothing line, Snot Rag. So whatever hip hop stuff, you want to get, it could get personally made, and that's a difference on putting it like it be everywhere. I could change those stuff, but a personal one, that's a real artwork of a masterpiece of something that just it make a worth. You know what I'm saying? Like a Picasso, just like a real deal, one of a kind. That's the way I deal with my merch, but it'll get more better, at times. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
Gotta stay hustling. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I come up, come up with it real rough at times, but I'm thankful that I learned from different parts of my life to mix it, to know to stay up on my business. I graduated out of school, so but I was on the streets though when I graduated out of school though, but.
But they gave you something. They probably gave you like content and topics to talk about in your music too. Just living that street life as well as pursuing the music at the same time.
Yeah, I mean I learned a lot from in the entertainment when I was young. I wasn't a type of person that like I'm the only one that do this.
Yeah.
Hear what I'm saying? So when I see somebody else that's doing it, made me have a better respect, and they know that too from a lot of people that I know in the music game. Most everybody in the music game, I have we got a respect for them, each other. I try to just take it to another level. Like I produce and make tracks, but then I just didn't get stuck on my own tracks. I also, had seen other producers that's what they do. So if I hear something, I will get up on it. And just like, I will adopt them like a baby. I make tracks, but I do adopt them like they baby.
What's like one piece of advice, from anybody, either artists that you work with, producers, being in the studio, just being in the industry? Like, what's one piece of advice that somebody ever told you that just really stuck with you and helped you like navigate throughout the years of being in the music industry?
The number one like was make sure keep your with it though. That's the number one thing. Keep your faith. That's that one. But what I experienced, it came, and to come out of a lot of pains and stuff I've been through with it. I just like the main thing about the business that's gonna keep you going as long as you happy with yourself about when you work on songs. Just be happy and thankful that you can make songs and not get overboard with your mind. Like the sky's the limit. Like you can take it to anywhere, but just be happy with when you create and and produce stuff and like that. That's the main one, because the money and a lot of different stuff gonna come. And then you're gonna go through some pains and some ups and downs. Once you kind of went through enough, you say, what, I got a remedy. I make sure I be happy with what I do. Like control your fix. You know what I'm saying? Like you could just keep making, but at least if it make you feel good, then go ahead and get it out there to the world, so it can make other people feel better, too.
Yeah. So, when you first started the interview, you named people that you work with, and you was mentioning names like Street Military and Pimp C and Mr. 3-2 and all these people. Did you have like relationships with these artists?
Yeah, everybody. We all know, every day. Mike catches that, that's what it is. A lot of my people, that's, when you in the field, business, you should know everybody that in the
know who you need
business.
to know in their business.
Yeah, just like that. That's better because kind of it keeps it going. Shout out to everybody that's keeping the music going. You know what I'm saying, in a proper way. You know what I'm saying, and in a respectful manner, at least. You know what I'm saying, like that, because. You could make a hit song and it could be easy, but I like writing stuff and it's a lot of good people out there, and outlet is an inspiration because I know I could create, and if I see other creators making, I'm like, man, that was love that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. Do you have any other projects that you plan on dropping this year?
Yeah, I got some. Well, I'm gonna put that hustling instructions up online. The one.
Yeah, put it on the streaming platform. So
on.
Right now it's only like CD. You gotta kind of come into contact with you to get that one.
I was working the downloads. I was like, battling it out with the streams versus the sale.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I was challenging the streams at the same time as the sale. So I was like, only way to make a sale is if it's not at the streaming. You know what I'm saying? That's how rough the business was. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, well, this one ain't streaming.
Yeah.
Go for the sale, because if you ain't streaming, they like, man, let me go ahead and buy that because I didn't hear that.
Right, and it's crazy. I had a conversation like that with one of my homeboys. We did a project together, and he was like, let's get these CDs and make this money. And I was like, man, let's run up these numbers on title. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know, somebody might see it. We might got certain thousand some views. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, but we can also have $1,000 some dollars too if we just push it ourselves. So it do kind of like, you got to think about it like, in the long run, them numbers make sense, but like, it's still a hustle. You still got to, you invest your money into going to the studio and marketing and all these projects and stuff. So you do want to make some money back.
Then another thing, in the business is like, it's like a mirage, like, on the web. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they got big numbers, but they really not big numbers. You know what I'm saying? Just like, when you come to my page, ain't nothing but authentic, real people there. People. There's not no robots there. I don't deal with it. It's not there. So some people they ain't even came and checked in yet, but they will though. The ones that know, it's just like dealing with the internet certain ways and stuff like that. I just certain stuff like I don't deal with Messenger on Facebook, so don't send me stuff through Facebook. So you might can hit me on Instagram. DJ is a DJ _ ICEYHOTT at Instagram. You come and knock at the door, I'm gonna look and see if you're a robot, you got invited.
Real quick.
So that's another thing. But that album though, it got some bangers on there.
What's some of the features that's involved? Some of the people that you worked with on this album.
We got AWOL, Black Monks, we got 808 Marley, Trap Outlaws, Lucky Dre. Say Black Kruger, what's up? Black Kruger up in the highs, you know what I'm saying? Blue J, Tight Eyes, got 2 AM, one of the coldest, the male R&B, funk, whatever singer that, y'all be on the lookout for, you know what I'm saying? We got Bezo on there, 3 Knox. These people got
shout out to 3 Knox. We had them up here before.
Yeah, they people got a buzz and following and growing, and main thing about it is, I'm in the old school, but we always upgraded all the way from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So it makes
keep it real.
But I got it's some it's some people on this album. Who else I could be, man? It's some more people.
Fancy.
Yeah, they're Too Fancy on there.
Time Bomb.
Yeah, Time Bomb. Yeah. Got Kalila K Nice on there.
So how many songs on this project?
It's 21 of them.
I was gonna say, it sounds
like it's a lot of songs on there.
Big 20.
K Reno.
Yeah, I know you said Coffee Brothers.
Yeah, I mean,
Dead in the Dude.
I had kind of dug in the crate a little bit and pulled some some hip hop stuff that was like missing that I worked on like with K Reno and then one with Devin. We had a freestyle one day, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Devin be from the same hood with Lil Dare, aka Pharaoh Thugs King, out there South Park, 3B right there. So, but it's still a family all through, the city. So
Free that man.
So yeah.
I just gotta ask because I don't know. When you say Pharaoh, like Bellway 8.
Nah, but but you probably know him from that Bellway 8.
Yeah, but that's the same.
It probably was a freestyle.
Yeah.
That one day we took Pharaoh out there in Prairie View one day, and he did a CD with Michael Moten and with Bellway, and that's that one you talking about.
Yeah.
But that's the
That's
same Pharaoh Street Military, but he did a freestyle with Michael Moten and with the Bellway 8, and that's that one you talking about. Yeah, but that's cool though. But you know that we our family right there. That's why he was rapping up in there with Mike and them. You know, I knew Mike from back in the day. You know, he owned the baked potato factory. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for real, I ain't know that.
So a lot of my people that we run with is none but
they doing
some good success, and I'm proud of being just connected with a lot of people that's that been working in the industry, but. Yeah, bro. Yeah, I just pull up some stuff like that, like a old street military song that we worked on that episode. It was one of the first ones, the early times, but we did the song over before. But I feel I put that one on there because it's some pretty hardcore songs that could have came on this album, but I wanted to kind of live cool right now on this album. It's still, it still got some, some songs you could get your boogie on, but this one more, you could, kind of cool out a little bit, and kind of let you think a little bit.
Like some real rap, some real hip hop.
Yeah, it just got some subject matters, and then some of them might fit part in your life on there. That's it all wasn't just made. I ain't just make some of them songs wasn't just made like, okay, I'll be through with 5 of them today.
Yeah.
I'll be by the end of the week we got they ain't like that. So it went through some seasons a little bit, and then a certain selective choices of certain songs at this time. It could have been a lot of more songs, but certain selection, just like, okay, that's it. Sometimes you gotta learn to like, you have songs and you're just like, man, okay, man, gotta just let that sail, go on, put, like, let the ship just float.
Put it out there.
Yeah, and then some of the songs that didn't make it on this, and I could just go ahead and make sure they gonna come. Cause there's so much stuff that, sometimes
that's a benefit when you keep working. You always got work to put out there. You never just like, dang, what I'm gonna do next. It's always. I
know I be working with Mike Beezer and Drayton and Track Hardin. That's why one thing about it is, it's family, but I seen they work it. It's just like, oh yeah, man, y'all stick with it. Like it's not a job, man. It's a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's not a job, because a job, man, you gonna want to clock out, man. It's too much. So
this 24/7.
Yeah, sometimes I work on tracks and stuff. Sometimes I worked on like from the beginning, like just like I'm talking about them knobs and them frequencies and all that stuff. Sometimes I have to put them tools, like that's how it is with me now. Like you gotta go get in the closet. I don't want to see you right now. Had to do that, but it's like to try to control your,
Yeah, but you gotta keep that creative process in there too. So sometimes you gotta do that.
Oh yeah, I sometimes I put them up. Like if I work on beats and get to scratching, and get to trying to lay the vocals, and it's too much power in one section like this, so I had to regulate myself. So I really come to sometimes I just go to the lab where right now, like that's kind of remind me of how track out, and it remind me of how I was in the lab. So
right.
I mean, it's everybody understand about that. You know, whatever your job is, you gonna take your breather and come back and hit them weights. You know, hit that iron and come on back again. You know what I'm saying?
Get that second win and get back on it. Man, so I know you got the album dropping, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure after people watching the interview, they're going to be looking forward to that. Especially just seeing, you know, how much history you got out here in these streets, how the people that you didn't work with, just, you know, seeing that you still putting in work. You know, I feel like people going to watch the interview and they definitely going to want to listen to that album. But, you know, before we get out of here, I just want to give you a chance to shout out your Instagram again, let people know where they can follow you and where they can find you at.
Yeah, you can find me at DJ_ICEYHOTT at IG. You know what I'm saying? On Facebook, hey, Facebook will be it'd be another kind of it's cool, but
go hit the Instagram.
IG is a little more I can pop, you know.
Yeah, do you think?
Everybody come.
Go on, plug the album in one more time too, so people know what it is when they see it.
Oh yeah, that new album is ICEYHOTT Modern Hustle. You know what I'm saying? You'll see me on the cover with my old 6'4" deuce and a quarter Buick Electra. You know what I'm saying? I showed miss because you gone though. But say it on the cover with me.
You made the cover of the album now.
Yeah.
So, hey.
That album jam.
Y'all hear them cosigns too, man.
Yeah, man. So you know. So y'all, you know, also check out my, you know, some of my hip hop brothers, man, that, you know, that put up with all the little headache, man, and with working on all that stuff. Trap Outlaws and then with Track House, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, y'all y'all check out
they
the album
right there
too,
on
man,
that southwest
right
side, right there by airport, man. So you know what I'm saying? Say, you know, I know y'all want, you know, we do production too. So you know, we work on production, man, and drop them, you know, and you want that professional, real deal. You know what I'm saying? Come holler with us, man. You know, them prices, they gonna be kind of feel a little better for you though, cause you know, if you wanna get Parade soda, I ain't saying nothing, but you know, we gonna have a real deal, you know.
Not the great value, the real one.
Yeah, we gonna. So you know, we gonna. You know, y'all holler with us, man. You know, we got them tracks, man. Don't lie, they probably be about 500 on up, man. They better hurry up before they really go up. Though.
Slang.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. Y'all have it, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out the album, man. Hit this man up on Instagram, man. Y'all follow him. Hey, subscribe, do all that good stuff, man, because it's going down, man. H-Town Legends in the building, man. I appreciate you for coming and rocking with the server on tonight.
I appreciate it too, man. You know, keep it going. Hey.
Already, that's something you can do.
That's it, man. Hey, that's it. Modern hustle, man. All the way through the
Y'all
wire.
tap in, man. We out of here.
All right.
Yeah.